KA Bullets YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Starting at pole position is Murray Klotzburn, and on his outside is Larry Smith. And on row 2 there's Dale Earnhardt in 3rd, and also Mark Carton. And here's row 3 with Ernie Swervin. Check X starts 8th, and Kyle Traxton starts in 9th. And also here's row 6 with Bill Rayslott in 11th. Craig Shiflett also manages to qualify in 13th. And also Rusty Wheelhouse and Ricky Slood will start on the very next row behind them in 15th and 16th. And also Davey Carlson would start all the way back in 17th with WJ Lights in 18th on his outside. The King somehow only qualifies 20th, and Mike Yankee one position behind him ahead of Ken Schrader. But then there's also Jonathan Melcher and Andrew Axler in row 12. Michael Cartrip also qualifies in row 13 alongside Misty Motocross. Ernie Gearson starts all the way back in 27th. But Hall Lingus in 29th? Wait, what? And also, here's Jeff Gorvette, who qualifies inside row 16 alongside Ron Blaster, who's only qualified for 2 races this season. And behind them is Dale Carrett and Chuck Armstrong. And in row 18, there's Buddy Breaker, who starts in 36th. And one row behind them are Bobby Carboni and Darren Ledfoot, who no one expected to qualify. Daryl Draggart starts out in the back again, but no one really expected Rusty Cornfield to qualify. Up, and here's Johnny Blamer and Billy Ford in row number 21. But you're wondering who starts in last place, and that is Kenny Shiftright, who only barely qualified, beating Billy Oil Changer to qualify for the 1992 Dinoco 400. Now let's get to the race. Murray Klotzburn will lead for the first couple turns of lap 1, but he'll quickly lose the lead to Larry Smith, who would take the lead over the second lap finish line, who will lead into the second lap. And also, now they're both out because of Dale Earnhardt! Why? Crash on lap 2? Are you kidding me, Dale Earnhardt? And also, Eugene Karbareski and Davey Carlson are now down 1 lap because they need to get repairs. Dale Earnhardt will lead for the next 7 laps after that, but then Ernie Swervin will take the lead for the next 6 laps. But then Dale Earnhardt will retake the lead, leading all the way to lap 33. But then Ernie Swervin would retake the lead, leading for only 2 laps before Check X is 14th as of lap 35, where he would crash Daryl Draggart, who's now out on the final race. And Dale Earnhardt has to take the lead for 19 laps before Ernie Swervin would retake the lead again, leading for just 4 laps. And now, Michael Cartrip spins out, and that means he's out! But then, Alan Karwicki would also slip on oil in pit row, which means now it'll be a bit harder for him to get out of pit row. And Bill Rayslott would take the lead all the way to lap 80. But then, Alan Karwicki would retake the lead, well actually take the lead for the first time on lap 81, lead for the next 4 laps. But then, Kyle Traxton is 17th as of lap 86, where now Ernie Gearson, Cole Speedland, Mike Yankee, and most importantly, Buddy Breaker are now out. Buddy Breaker's team will work very hard to make sure Buddy Breaker finishes the race on the track. And now, WJ Lights, Ruby Easy Oaks, Misty Motocross, Andrew Axler, Chuck Armstrong, Bobby Carboni, Kenny Shiftright, and Billy Ford are all down 3 laps because of that. And now, Davey Carlson would retake the lead and lead all the way to lap 91, where Mark Carton would take the lead from him, leading all the way to lap 95. After that's over, Ken Schrader would take the lead for just 1 lap, and you know what happens next? Well, now he's out! Not because a bad racer crashed him, it's because he crashed into Clint Shiftright. And now Ernie Swervin is down 3 laps because of this front row crash. And now Bill Rayslott will now take the lead for the next 2 laps. And also, Alan Karwicki would now take the lead all the way until lap 103 for a total of 4 laps. And Bill Rayslott will retake the lead, leading for the next 3 laps after that. But then, Alan Karwicki would retake the lead again, leading all the way to lap 114. And of course, Bill Rayslott has to retake the lead from him, leading all the way to lap 120. And finally, a different car takes the lead, and that's Mark Carton, and he would lead for the next 3 laps, where suddenly, Bobby Carboni just stops. Wait, what? And now he's out! And also, during the pit stops, Davey Carlson will get back onto the lead lap, and then also lead a lap! Good job, Davey Carlson. And now, Jeff Gorvette's team drops a roll of tape. Uh-oh. And David Carlson runs it over it, which means now he's down a lap again. And now Dale Dale Earnhardt is 14th as of lap 125, where he would crash Neil Brackett and Jeremy Carfield. And Davey Carlson is back on the lap again on lap 126. And now Ernie Swerven will take the lead and lead all the way to lap 135. For some reason, not 3 laps down anymore. And also, Bill Racelot would take the lead all the way to lap 210. How does a car lead for 75 laps in the Dinoco 400? And also, Alan Karwicki was in second place the whole time. And now, Mark Carton is out because of an engine failure. And also, Jeff Gorvette will be out for the exact same reason 4 laps later. And now Alan Karwicki would take the lead to lap 311. How does a car lead for 101 laps in a row? And also, Bill Racelot was in second place for the entire time again. And also, Ricky Slod was in third place for most of the time as well. Ernie Swerven is now down 3 laps again because of a long pit stop. And now he's 25th as of lap 254, where he's out because, well, Davey Carlson couldn't find a way around him. And now they're both out! But Buddy Breaker is back on the track on lap 285. Davey Carlson and Ernie Swerven are also back on the track. But they're quite a lot of laps down, sadly. And Chick Hicks has to be 8th as of lap 311, where Eugene Karbareski, Dale Carrett, Craig Shiftwright, Jonathan Melter, Johnny Blamer, and Ron Blaster are now out, and WJ's down another lap! Why? And also, Terry Carboni will take the lead for just 1 lap while Bill Racelot and Alan Karwicki are pitting. And Bill Racelot will lead all the way to lap 328 for a total of 15 laps. And now Alan Karwicki will now take the lead once more all the way to lap 340. And Hollingus is feeling sick, which is not good. And also, Hollingus does not give up, so he's going to keep racing to the end. Bill Racelot would retake the lead for just 7 laps, and now Kyle Traxon is 7th as of lap 347, where he would eliminate Dale Earnhardt and Chick Hicks. Luckily it was those two. And also, the King would take the lead for the first time in this race until lap 349, where Alan Karwicki would retake the lead once more and lead all the way to lap 361, where Bill Racelot would once again take the lead from him, leading for the next 9 laps. Alan Karwicki would once again take the lead, leading for the next 5 laps. And now, Kyle Traxon luckily eliminates himself, but he'll be out for the first 9 races of next season. And also, Bill Racelot would lead all the way to lap 399, but then Alan Karwicki would take the lead for, oh yeah, he's second place that whole time. And also, Darren Ledford would take the lead on turn 1, but then Bill Racelot would retake the lead on turn 2, be all the way to turn 3, but then Alan Karwicki has been 1 position behind him for the whole time. And also, Hollingus would pass him, but then Hollingus would go on to win the 1992 Dinoco 400, and also the 1992 Piston Cup. But also, Hollingus only beat Bill Racelot and Alan Karwicki by 3 feet. And also, since Davey Carlson did not have a good race this race, he fell down to 4th place. Also, Bill Racelot's ahead of Alan Karwicki because he had more wins. And also, Andrew Axler has also made the top 10 again. But Ricky Slod has had a really good season, finishing 7th, just behind the championship contenders. And also, Ernie Swerven came 11th, making another good season for him. Same with Sterling Carlin. And also, Dale Earnhardt and Rusty Wheelhouse have had a bad season. And it's another season where there's no Shiftwright in the top 10. WJ came 21st because his last 3 races were not good. And also, luckily Chick Hicks is not in the top 10. And also, Clint Shiftwright has had a bad season this year, finishing 14th. But Ken Schrader saw an improvement. Eugene Karbareski is, but Michael Cartrip had a really good season, beating Chuck Armstrong and Misty Motocross, who had bad seasons. And also, Buddy Breaker, for his very last season, luckily finished in the top 30. Kyle Traxon luckily finished outside the top 25. And also, Dale Drager also had a good year, finishing 35th. But Neil Brackett had a bad season. Bobby Carboni didn't do too badly. Maybe he'll do better in the future. And also, Billy Oil Changer, despite not qualifying for the 4 most important races of the year, still finished 36th. And also, Kenny Shiftwright still finished 39th. Darren Leadfoot is only in the top 40 because he came 5th in the Dinoco 400 this year. Craig Shiftwright came 20th, but that's alright. But Krusty Roeder and Mike Yankee missed the top 40 because of bad performances. And in Krusty Roeder's case, not qualifying enough. Cole Speedland also had a bad season, but at least he made the top 40, right? But also, Claude Scruggs is oddly in the top 40 despite the fact he missed 10 races because he failed to qualify. And also, the 1993 Piston Cup season should be out soon enough.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
Despite all the action you saw in 1992, the 1993 Piston Cup season also has a lot happening in it. So stay tuned for the 1993 Florida 500.